What's going on, you guys? So Jaron Boots Ennis says he plans on to steal the show from Gervonta Tank Davis. As we know, Jaron Boots Ennis is the co-main event, going up against Karen. I forgot his name. He's from Ukraine. He's going up against the guy for the IBF interim belt as the co-main event. Gervonta Tank Davis, as we know, is the main event against Hector Luis Garcia. But Boots Ennis says he plans on stealing the show. Hit that like button for your boy. Give me that HBO special. That's the Help a Brother Out special. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. But Jaron Boots Ennis, I'm going to have to think of a new nickname for this dude, right? Boots. I don't know. I don't know. I think he needs something a little bit more spectacular or something a little bit more devastating. He needs more of a devastating nickname. I'm going to call him Super Ennis or something. I'm going to call him something different. I don't know. But Jaron Boots Ennis is going to be fighting against the Karen guy for the IBF intern. He's patiently been waiting for his opportunity at a crack at either Arrow the Truth, Big Fish Spence Jr., or Terrence Bud Kumite Crawford. Will he get either one of these guys in 2023? That is yet to be seen. But Boots Ennis says this, quote, "Fighting on a big pay-per-view card like this, I can't wait to shine. I'm ready to get in there. And if they can't fight each other, I'm always available. Those are the two main guys I want, Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford. They're two great fighters, but I want to show the world that I'm on a different level." Wow. And it's looking like Errol Spence Jr., if he don't vacate that belt, right, he's going to have to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. But will the Truth Spence Jr., Arrow the Truth, Big Fish Spence Jr., fight Jaron Boots Ennis coming off a car accident, layoff? That doesn't seem like necessarily a good idea, right? But that's the situation he finds himself in. The better option for Spence would be Terrence Bud Crawford. PBC got to make it right so they can go ahead and get on with that fight. But Jaron Boots Ennis has been patiently waiting for this opportunity for quite a while now. Errol Spence hasn't defended the IBF title as far as mandatory is concerned in 4 years, over 4 years now, right? Been a long time. But I think now that time is coming to a close. Boots Ennis says he wants to prove that he's on a different level from those dudes. Terrence Crawford's been looking spectacular. Even at 35 years old, Terrence Bud Crawford hasn't missed a beat. Spectacular. It's about as consistent as a fighter that we've seen, right? Probably since Floyd Mayweather. The polar opposite of Floyd. Terrence Bud Crawford goes for the kill. He runs dudes out of the ring. Floyd Mayweather played around a lot, right? But they both was dominant nonetheless. But Jaron Boots Ennis is also very dominant. Most of his wins come by the way of knockout. And Jaron Boots Ennis looks almost invincible in there. Look like a video game character. And his dad, Bozy Ennis, is holding the controller. But Boots Ennis also says, "Give me those two guys or whoever. I'm ready. I want to take the belts from them." That's what they say. They call me the boogeyman. If we get them, we get them. If not, I'll see one of them at 154. I feel I'll run into him regardless. So Boots Ennis says if he don't get him at 147, he's definitely going to get him at 154. And we know Errol Spence Jr. been at welterweight for a long time, right? He may be on the brink at 147. Terrence Bud Crawford flirted with the idea of moving up to 154 pounds. He seems hell-bent on facing Jermell Charlo. But Jaron Boots Ennis will be there soon, too. And eventually, one of these two guys will have to see Boots Ennis. I'm leaning towards Spence first because Spence, well, let's be honest, it's a situation to where if he don't vacate that belt, he's going to have to fight Boots Ennis. If he don't fight Boots Ennis, he's going to have to vacate that belt. And this is a worst-case scenario for Errol Spence Jr. So my suggestion for Errol Spence Jr. will be to spin the block and fight Terrence Bud Crawford. Then he says, "They can't hide for too long. Wherever they go, I'll be there right behind them. If I got to fight for a vacant title, that's fine. I'd rather go take that belt from that man. If it was up to me, I'd rather fight them. But if I have to fight for the vacant belt, that's fine too." So Boots Ennis says, look, man, if I don't fight them, as long as I get to fight for a belt, but I'd rather fight them. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr., let's be honest. Boots Ennis he looks like tough competition. Visually watching him on paper, he's checking all the boxes, like I said many times before. However, we never quite seen him in there with a guy like Errol Spence or Terrence Bud Crawford. So, yeah, we could say he can give them their toughest fights, but that is yet to be seen. Then he says, either way, it doesn't really matter as long as I get my hands on one of those belts. Once I get my hands on one of those belts, it's time to collect the rest of them and then move to 154. That's the goal. I'm here to steal the show. Right? He said he's there to steal the show from Tank Davis. He's going to steal the show from Tank, right? Hector Garcia, Tank Davis, a lot of people deeming it as a warm-up, tune-up fight for Tank Davis. I think otherwise. I feel that it's going to be a real fight. Now, what Devin Haney said the other day in regards to him getting rid of Hector Garcia because he couldn't keep up, Hector Garcia, I mean, he may have leveled up as a fighter since. I mean, who knows? We're going to see when he steps in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis, because Hector Garcia in his past 2 fights looked very good, in my opinion. He didn't look like a tune-up type fighter to me, right? Then Boot says, I know Tank is in the main event, but I'm here to steal the show, take over the show, and have the best knockout and the best performance. That's what I'm looking to do. Open people's eyes and let the world know I'm here and things like that. They're going to see it on January 7th. Then he says, fighting in January is perfect. I should get at least 3 fights this year. That's the goal. 3 fights in this year. Nothing more, nothing less. So it seems like a lot of these guys are trying to fight 2 or 3 times this year, man. A lot of fighters, a lot of top-level guys have been fighting once a year, man. A lot of high-level boxers been fighting 1 time a year across the board. It's not just PBC, but it's been pretty much across the board, except for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is one of the few fighters that make so much money with such a high profile that can fight 4 times a year. Why? Because, well, he demands it. He generates a lot of money, and there's a lot of money to pay everybody to get these shows going, right? And then Booth says, no, I haven't done any research on him. I let my dad, my brothers, and my team do stuff like that. When asked if he checked out any fights of his opponent, right? He hasn't done any of that. He just gets in the ring and goes, right? He don't even watch tape on these dudes. He's that damn good. Then he says, I didn't know too much about him at all. But from what my dad and my brother are saying, we got something for him. I take every fight seriously. I don't sleep on nobody. Every fight that I have, I train like it's a world title fight. And speaking of that, I don't know if I should even reveal this information to you guys. You know what? I'm going to hold out on this. But I heard Boots Ennis, he's a terror in the gym. Okay, if you come to spar Boots Ennis, you better be coming in there like you fighting for real. That's all I'm going to say. And then Boots says, I'm going in there to do damage and go home. Go in there and get the knockout, bring the IBF intern belt home, and go chill with my family. I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm always locked in. I'm always focused on my opponents in front of me. I'm never overlooking them. And we're going to be ready on January 7th. I don't feel I need the rounds. Whatever the fight might go, it don't matter to me. If it goes 8, if it goes 8. If it goes 12, it goes 12. If I knock him out in the first round, I don't get paid for overtime. It doesn't matter to me. So Boots Ennis says, look, man, however long it goes, it goes. I'm just in here doing what I love to do, and that's hurt people. Jaron Boots Ennis be hurting these guys, and he looks spectacular doing so. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out in 2023 for Jaron Boots Ennis, Errol Spence Jr., and Terrence Bud Crawford. We're going to see what happens. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.